Up, everybody? Happy Wednesday to you. I am not going to be on for very long and unplanned live stream as usual. You know, what is going on with the Democrats and their strategists? Why do they keep putting Kamala Harris in front of the public? And if you missed this, obviously you can catch it on the replay because I never planned my live stream. I get perplexed about something and I'm like, let me just do a quick live stream just to get these thoughts out. So I ran across a video of Kamala Harris last night. And first of all, I'm like, damn, Kamala looks awful. This woman looks awful. I mean, she has stress on her face. She has defeat on her face. She have this is some old bullshit on her face. Who is making Kamala Harris continuously be in front of the public, till the end of 2024? I said it, a couple of weeks ago. They just need to retire her for the year if they're going to try to recycle the Kamala Harris card, right? At least retire her for the year, try to get her reinvigorated in some kind of way, at least rested, less looking like this, before they put her back in front of the public. This woman is out here looking a hot ass mess, right? It looks like she's still begging people to support her. And it's just, this is giving sad. And this is telling me that if they're pushing Kamala, if she's continuously in the public like this, I think they're going to probably try to play the Kamala Harris card again because AOC obviously would be eaten alive. So neither one of these women, Democrats don't have good women on their camp. So the party of women empowerment, they have some of the worst women on their team. But let's listen to Kamala Harris for a second here, because I'm like, girl, what is going on? Why they keep doing this to you? Why they keep putting you in front? Is this like a shaming ritual?
So I will say this as we
This
close
got to
out
be a
this year.
shaming ritual. They're like, you got to be
I
out
ask
here
of you this,
asking folks for shit.
that those here and anyone watching, that you will not walk away, that you will stay true to your spirit and your sense of purpose, that you will continue to fight for the promise of America. And I ask you to remember the context in which you exist. Yeah, I did that.
I ask you to remember the context in which you exist. What the hell does that mean? Like, what the hell is like, why do we have to keep dealing with these word salads? Why did they not retire Kamala Harris for the rest of the damn year like I requested, like I said would be the smart thing to do? Even if you were going to recycle her, bring her back in 2025 in some kind of creative way, right? If there's any creative people left on the Democratic side outside of these Gen Z emotional people, right? But I told them to retire this woman for the year. Let her just regroup. There's no regrouping here. So to me, Kamala Harris is looking insane, literally, in my opinion. Look at this woman's face. I mean, she just has like desperation damn near on her face. Why are the Democrats making this woman come out here looking so damn desperate? This seems like a shaming ritual. Like, is this a shaming ritual? Like, you lost that damn bad, lost that damn much money, so we gonna have your ass out here tricking for the money. So just go on back out there, Kamala, and get that money, right? Get people reinvigorated again, right? It seems like a shaming ritual almost with this woman now because I can't understand why we keep seeing her ass. But hang on, let me get back to it, but let me get into the chat. What's up, chat? I see you guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, here it is. Had to find the damn live stream. All right, hang on for 1 second. What's good? What's good, y'all? But this woman looks like a fucking mess. Like, why are they doing this to her? I feel like this is a shaming ritual. Something in my soul is telling me that she's going through some kind of shaming ritual, and they just need her out on the block with all these word salads. Like, remember the context in which you exist. Can somebody explain these broken Shakespearean words to me right now? Hang on, what you talking about, girl?
To remember the context in which you exist. Yeah, I did that.
I guess that's like a undercover Democratic line. Like only they know about what that means. Only the Democrats know what that means because she did get some reaction. The crowd laughed, right? So those weirdos know what that means. If you're a Democrat, please drop it in the box. What is remember the concept?
This struggle is not new. It goes back nearly 250 years to Lexington and Concord. Generation after generation, it has been driven by those who love our country, cherish its ideals, and refuse to sit passive while our ideals are under assault.
Okay, so she's still playing the Trump and all of this stuff is their ideals are under assault, you know? And, honestly, Kamala, when you think about all the
has now walked
bags of garbage that the Democrats have introduced into the American thought and in American institutions, all this anarchist, emotional, irrational stuff. You were empowering irreconcilable people, right? If that is what you're trying to protect, again, America rejected the way that you guys think. They don't want your thought. They don't want your ideals, right? Because a lot of your ideas are centered on enabling abnormal things in people. And that's really what it is. America has literally everything that was normal, like abnormal is the new normal, courtesy of these Democrats and their weirdos. So, I mean, if you're fighting for those ideas, Kamala, good luck to you. It's going to be a long, hard fight for you guys because obviously America has spoken. They have spoken and they're saying that they reject your ideals. They don't want them. And it's not even about you. They don't want you either. But they don't want your ideals. They don't want the democratic ideals. It's like, honestly, I think America's at this point where it's like, I guess we don't have anything to lose, just really jumping on the conservative train in many instances because that shit is a disaster. And now they're, trying to deny all the things that they tried to foster, trying to play people, right? You tried to MK Ultra us, many of us, and it didn't work. See, the problem with any type of mind control or manipulation strategy over time is that people understand how they work. They understand the purpose of them. They understand how they work. So even though you will have the masses, the lemmings, the sheep, they will still kind of go into a herd of mentality because many of them are not actualized, right? And when you look at all the institutions in America and the degradation of them, right? They've just degraded, right? You can understand that you can't degrade institutions like that without the masses being completely and utterly uneducated enough to check it, right? So here we are in America, y'all. Here we are. Kamala Harris is still fighting for their ideals, looking drunk as hell. Drunk as hell. Woman looked drunk as hell. As soon as I saw her ass, I'm like, what's going on with Kamala? And why the hell do they have this woman out on the block looking like that? Democrats don't care about that woman. This got to be a shaming ritual that she is going through. This got to be a shaming ritual. I mean, it don't matter if you rich if you ain't got no damn pride. Like people really do believe that. I hear this excuse all the time, but I got money. I got money. That's great, but you ain't got no pride. You ain't got no scruples. You run around with a satanic energies that's ultimately going to make you crash. See, I look at human beings. I had a little moth issue in my house. Like, I mean, I finally found like where they are. And so I got rid of them. But it was interesting because I light candles all the time. And I'm kind of a poetic person with everything in life. And so I was looking at this candle that I had purchased and I had it lit. And I noticed that two of the moths, the last rites of some of these moths, they flew into the fire, right? It was beautiful, right? They flew towards the light and right into it, right? So it was beautiful and glorious until it hit the asses. And that's really how human beings are. And that's really how Satan wants human beings. He wants the light to be beautiful, right? He wants it to be illuminating, right? So that, and a lot of times that light, it illuminates with that tool that they call money, right? Because that's really what money is, right? It's a tool, right? Money has no more intentions than the person that is holding it, just like a gun has no more intentions than a person that is holding it. That's why guns don't kill people. They're tools, you know? So that is to just say that I feel like people are just running into the fire. And, people like Kamala Harris, right? They are like sort of the little torches, right? They're like trying to just get the little moths to come back into the fire, fly into the fire. Come on, you guys, it's beautiful. So they're trying to radiate, right? So all the little moths can just be, oh, yeah, verse, black, gender, gay, all this stuff. Yay, rainbows. And then they go into the fire. That's kind of how these people are today for me, and so this is what she wants. I think that this is what they're fighting for on the Democratic side. They really want more moths in their satanic fire, right? And we should see how it works. But Kamala looking, girl, looking like like she looked like she just went on a alcoholic binge. Just just straight binging. Woman look awful. Why do they do this to people? All this Botox, all this vanity, cosmetic shit, people putting on their face. They could not hook Kamala Harris up, right? This is why we know that she's not black, though, y'all. Black women don't age like that. I just want to let y'all know. Black women, real black women, we don't age like that. So y'all can't be putting that shit on us anymore. That's all I'm saying. Thank God we got over that, guys. Right? She's back to East Indian, right? And we're very happy for her. All right? We're very happy for Kamala Harris. But anyways, you guys, later on, I'm going to be talking about Paradise Lost on my live stream at 7:30. And it's interesting because you hear mankind, humans on this earth, always talking about freedom. What are you trying to be free from, humans, right? And again, there's so many levels of oppression, right? That these little Satanists, they sort of create, right? And again, they're creating fires of illumination. Here's a weird fact about me, guys. I don't think the Statue of Liberty is a woman at all. I don't think that's a woman. I keep looking at the Statue of Liberty came on my mind probably a couple of weeks ago. And I guess I was looking at something and and I'm like, that looks like a fucking man. That looks like a man. It looks like an androgynous man. And for some reason, I got Constantine in my brain, right? Like it was reminiscent of Constantine to me, right? And it's interesting, because a lot of people want to symbolize the Statue of Liberty. This is a gift from France, right? 100 years after America's founding, right? And there's no symbolic meaning to the Statue of Liberty outside of freedom for everybody, Lady Liberty, right? But I think that that's probably not a lady, it's a man. And I think that that man represents a sun god or Satan. Um, and consequently, it was some of those Masons who, positioned that statue strategically in New York, which happens to be one of the most debauched cities, states in the world. So it's interesting, right? I don't look at that little harlot as a symbol of anything. But you believe what you want. But anyways, I don't worship idols, right? My God says I worship the God of Abraham, Yahuwah. So we don't idol worship. So you won't catch a cross in my house. You won't catch none of that shit in my house because those are defiled things. All right. But, anyways, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. We are going to dig into Paradise Lost later on, right? And kind of get into some of the hidden symbolism of some of these creative works, even down to Dante's Infernos. There are some parallels that I've seen. If you've read Dante's Inferno, like I have, you're going to see some very interesting parallels between the Book of Enoch, which they love to discredit, right? But Dante literally copied off of Enoch. He just flipped the script and had this guy journeying through the levels of hell versus Enoch, who was journeying through the levels of heaven. So lots of good literary work out there that is inspired by Satan, the devil, and his little human spawns that we never even thought about. And so when your eyes are truly open, you start seeing the devil in a detail of everything, right? So this is truly Satan's world, and I pray for those who are righteous and who are in covenant, right? All praise to the God in heaven, Yahuwah, and the King, Yahusha. You guys have a wonderful day. Love your neighbors as yourself. If you would not disrespect or abuse yourself, do not disrespect or abuse your neighbors. And I will catch you on the next one tonight. Bye. Oh, and did any of my mods show up? I didn't know. I got to always give my mods some love. If they didn't, because I do these things so randomly, so I probably pissed them off more times than not. But I did schedule that last one, moderators, if you're listening. I loves y'all. I loves y'all. But shout out to Info Warrior and Ghetto Planet, my moderators. And shout out to everybody. Have a beautiful day. Bye.